The Royal Marines is here, and then there's the parading of the hounds, parading of the sheep, cattle, horses, all right, and pigs as well. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah.
Could I explain what the county show is? The county show is a social occasion for people who live in the countryside. They bring their best farm animals to the show to compete with each other. And it's generally a big social occasion where people meet together and they go and have a look and chat. It's all good fun, really.
Well, we're very fond of the Bath and West because they always make you welcome, and here you get free straw for the cattle, and everybody is helpful, and you get paid for the milk here, which you don't at some shows, and it's nice to meet your friends.
I wouldn't say it's a great social side to rabbits.
Well, no, you do meet a lot of...
meet a lot of people. We're all friends because we're in the same club.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well, I've been involved since I was 3 or 4. My parents were both very horsey. I'm planning to go totty hunting a bit later, but I gotta. Well, that's after I've jumped my class, because otherwise I'll run out of time. And I'll get in trouble by the parents because I haven't done my job properly. But plenty of time for everything.
Things have changed a terrific amount. Yeah, they really have. You know, things were a lot slower, and there wasn't the rush and tear that there is today. There wasn't, you know, and...
Well, donkeys are so intelligent. A lot of people don't think they are, but donkeys are so intelligent, it's unbelievable. They're almost as intelligent, I would say, as a dog.
We got one donkey that came from the middle of London. That got too much for his owner. We've got another donkey that came from Ross-on-Wye. We've got another donkey that's came in with another donkey, and then we've got another donkey that came with a little donkey that we've got.
Anybody standing there like you hasn't the faintest idea what we're talking about. It's all it's a word. What's the word?
No.
Other people wouldn't understand what we're talking about. They wouldn't. To watch the eggs being judged, people say, "How would you judge an egg?" But to some people, eggs are so important, and to get them just right, other people just eat them on breakfast.
No.
My main reason for being competitive is because I know the more I win, the more girlfriends I'll have. And the more girlfriends I have, probably the more I'll win, because the more support I'll get, just as I go in a big pressure class. So the idea is to keep winning and keep gaining lots of girlfriends at these shows.
So first prize goes to number 116, Bowsdown Alpacas, Oxfordshire.
The judge we've got today is from Peru, Dr. Julio Sumar, and he is one of the best regarded judges in the world, and he's come here especially from Peru to judge today. Only I think he's going to be here till midnight at this rate, so...
You're all in a line, and the judge is walking up and down behind you, and then walks up and down in front of you, and then he moves up and he pats or slaps on the back of the animal that's the winner, and that animal moves forward. So you're there, and he moves towards you. This is it. And then the bucker turns and goes up the other way, and then he comes back. And it's a terrific feeling when he slaps, and then the crowd all applaud. And it's great feeling.
Oh yeah, it's like a drug. It's like you've had a large scotch suddenly, and then you go on to having a whole bottle, and you keep coming back for more, and you want more, and when you get more, you want more, and you feel quite elated afterwards and really excited. Yeah, it's really good.
I think you could say that Show Me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser.
If you keep waterfowl, number one, you're going to need a pond. Especially if you keep white ones. But if you ain't got a pond, and you've only got little dishes and buckets, then everything's all mucked up. And then it's 10 times more work.
A little bit disappointing in the results because the best eggs for the show were actually duck eggs. And I did really well with my chicken eggs and got lots of prizes. But I've been beaten by duck eggs, so it's a waterfowl against chicken, which is disappointing.
You're trying to maintain a standard to get the ones which will go on to the next stage of breeding, and so it's constant selection towards perfection. Breed like rabbits, forget it. Hell no.
All the pigs here, of course, are pedigreed. We can go back generations. A pig without a pedigree is just a pig.
And there's no problems with the conformation at any aspect of it. The animal is a well-conformed animal.
You do occasionally get people cheat. They use the same eggs for more than one show, or use them for quite a few shows in some cases, but you normally get caught out if you cheat. They hard boil the eggs so that they don't go off and use the same eggs again and again. Or
buy them.
Yeah, there may be people that buy them. I don't know. I don't buy my eggs personally.
No.
No.
Eggs, no.
Not at all.
I've never shown eggs. Only when I was forced to once.
When you're checking out the competition, you wait until they all go back to their truck and trailers for their evening meal or whatever, and then you come up and have a good look round late at night in the twilight hours.
There are stories about cows that have been milked out and in the middle of the night, and bulls that have suddenly gone lame, and all this kind of capers, and blown up with wind because someone's put someone in the food or whatever. But I mean, that's a kind of their stories, and that happens very, very infrequently.
We've had one or two very slight instances over the last 5 years, but in the old days, when there was... I'm just giving an interview to a gentleman who's doing a TV series, Carl, and I'll give you a ring right back, all right? Okay. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much.
I don't think they'll ever die out. It may do in time, but because really, when you've got animals, little ones like to come and see it all the time. They always want to see a pig or a sheep or a rabbit. So that's all I'm going to tell you anyway. If you want to know any bloody more, you better sort that out yourself.
There's always that thing, isn't there, of families. There are bonds that are very strong and loyalties and all those things that hold the family together, and then they're usually balanced by pain and misery and I mean, I really haven't got time to go into it because it'll take all day.
How do you get on with your brothers and sisters and your mum and your dad?
I don't get on with my sister very well. No, I don't get on with my brother, and I don't get on with my brother at all. But I get on with my mum and dad fine. I sometimes get on with my mum and dad. They sometimes get really grumpy.
Introduce yourselves, first of all.
I'm Brian. And I'm Keith. We're brothers. Brothers, man, by blood, not by just the name. As brothers go, he's cool. As his unique ways, let's say. You know? Right. As everybody does.
Oh, your family makes you feel like it's a roller coaster of emotion, isn't it, really? Well, some things are really joyous moments, and others are fraught with desperation. It's the roller coaster ride of life, isn't it, really?
That and my wife and my daughter and I live.
Monica's got 2 children as well, but hers live one
at home and one in Reading. I got a son in Reading.
How did you feel when they sort of left the...
Well, he left the nest. He didn't come back, really.
Is that one of yours as well?
Yeah.
I've got 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, and then I've got a boy and girl which are twins, and then
I've got twin girls, and they've got
3
grand.
4 each.
4 children each. So I've got 8 grandchildren from my daughters.
And at the minute I've got 3 grandsons, and I'm hoping for a granddaughter soon, I hope.
Well, he's got 5, and I've actually got, here I've got Jasmine, I've got Ken, Charlotte and Matt, and I have another 3 in Swindon. So I've got Jade, Jerome and Jessica in Swindon. Yeah. So I've got 7.
Yeah.
7 meals to get at.
Yeah.
Plus our own. Plus I travel backwards and forwards in between both, like.
This day in the morning, it is sunny.
Is it?
When I stand on my brother's toe, by accident, he tries to hit me in the head. On purpose. Like this. Oh!
I normally give me a little punch, and I give my daughter a little hug. And that's it really, and the sort of now I'm a Jodie, then I'm rough and ready, and they normally give us a bit of a punch back or a bit of a squeeze sort of thing, and it's just great to see them.
My eldest daughter will be 68 this year. And she is beautiful.
Is she?
Still beautiful.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, every child is beautiful to their mother.
Oh, no. I've got 3. I wouldn't say they're all beautiful.
Oh.
You can't tell what your children will look like when they're inside there, can you? I mean, what's going to come out? Well, you know there's going to be a bit of you and a bit of her. And you hope what comes out is going to be the best bits of you and the best bits of her. And if they could only come out showing the best bits of both of you, then they'd be better than you, wouldn't they? That's what we want. We want all our children to be better than what we are now.
So how many chicks have you hatched then, do you think, over the years?
Hundreds and hundreds. Hundreds, haven't we?
And they must be so tiny.
It's amazing.
Well, no, that's huge. I was so surprised, yes. I mean, the eggs was about so. And it came out huge.
Wow.
You just collect them, don't you?
And once you start, yes, more appears and more you get.
When the baby was born, I looked at the baby and it was all wrinkly and old looking. And I thought, ooh, what is that?
My son's diabetic, and one day he gets highs and lows, and one day he was really depressed with his diabetes, and he kept saying to me and my wife, how come I'm diabetic, my sister's not? So I tried to cheer him up. I says, well, you know what it is? I says, I'll swap you any time you want. I'll have your diabetes and you can have my Geordie accent. And you know what he said? He says, no, I'd rather be diabetic than have a Geordie accent. I said, you're joking on you? I said, well, it's great, isn't it? It's great.
He's very intelligent. He knows everything you're telling him. That's what I like mostly about him. You can tell him to go to his bowl and he'll go and he'll pick out a treat himself and he'll wander off and he'll eat it. And whatever you tell him, he'll understand sometimes better than a human. And he never ever does it on the pavement.
Oh, go for that. I say I do.
Twinkle little star.
Yeah, you know that song, do you?
Baba black sheep.
No, what's the other one? Twinkle little what?
Hide you anymore.
What's that big thing in the sky?
Yes, sir. 3 back 4. 1 for the
You
night.
can't shut her up when she gets going.
1 for the day.
They just show that they love you. It's like all of them, isn't it? They all got characters and they all show that, well, they rely on you to look after them, obviously. And I only got to say, come on bedtime, and they'll come and they'll follow me. They go for walks.
Really?
Yes, walk around the fields, walk, they just follow me.
I've been very lucky to have children. Well, so many.
2 husbands you've had, haven't you? Or 3?
4 children.
How many husbands?
Oh, that's not the point. Nobody asked me how many husbands.
Yes,
you
but-
will bring that up, which is
Are all
very
the children
wrong.
to one
No.
husband?
That's a subject that is private.
Ah. No. I've only had 2.
Oh, you've had 2? Well, I've only...
Children?
Oh, I thought you said husbands
No,
then.
no.
I couldn't have a better dad. I couldn't look up to anybody. I couldn't see anybody telling me how to live my life any better than the way my dad did. And I hope I can be just as good to my own children. I try, but I don't think I can be. I don't think anybody could be as good as my dad. Oh, my dad's my hero, without a doubt, definitely.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot.
Right here.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, only varies.
Mummy?
Yes?
It's gone.
Okay, man. Can I have an ice cream?
Mum?
Yes.
Want ice cream?
Do you?
Yes. I want the one with that strawberry stuff nibbled over from the ice cream man.
What, a 99 you mean?
Yeah.
With a flake?
Ooh, I could perhaps manage one of those.
Right.
A rainbow one.
If there's something that annoys you, something that gets on your nerves, something that is the one thing that sets you off, that is a pet hate.
Pet hates. What I hate, pet hates. I don't hate too much. I'm annoyed by certain things, so can we go for pet annoyances? Yeah, instead of hates. Yeah, that's better.
If someone someone who's a noisy eater.
yes.
That really annoys me.
Like that, Joan. Yes, like that.
Oh,
That's
God.
annoying.
The pair of yous are annoying.
Very nice, though.
Please, you enjoyed it?
Yes, it was
Yes.
very nice.
At the expense of our ears.
Frustrating the life out of her.
I burst a couple of blood vessels there.
I don't like that
Yes,
at all.
Joan,
That's a pet hate.
I already
Doing
got
it
plenty.
again?
Yeah, annoyances.
Annoyances.
Yeah, what annoys you? You. Okay, fine. I think that wraps up that question. Can we move on to the next one now?
No, let's elaborate. Let's find out why I find you annoying.
It is very self-righteous, actually. It is.
No.
You
No,
are.
I'm not
You always
having
think
that.
you're right.
No,
and
no,
I like
no.
to get the last word.
No, that's not right.
Well, I think you do think you're right.
No, I've changed a lot.
But there you're doing it now, saying I'm wrong, so you're right.
Well, I'm hardly going to say, oh yes, I am self-righteous.
Not in a horrible way, though.
Oh, what's a nice way of being
I
self-righteous?
don't know, it's
then?
just you. I'm just used to you being like that.
Right. Self-righteous? No. No.
What do you think about speed cameras?
Eating?
Speed cameras.
Sorry.
Speed cameras.
Nope. Don't get it. I
Do you know what speed cameras are?
Cucumbers.
I don't drive myself, but if everybody obeyed the rules, the traffic would go much better and everybody would get there quicker. Like on the motorways, this happened travelling back from Snowdon. We were sticking to the rules and regulations of 40 miles per hour and there were still cars coming past and I was shouting and cheering to the speed camera saying, "Get that one, get that one."
Speed cameras.
Bees, honey.
No, speed cameras. You know, to catch cars if they go.
Oh.
Yeah, speed cameras.
No.
Because I can't stand listening to the radio, because the radio I find really irritating. I can't stand just having loads of noise in my head. I hate that. I just like to have silence in the morning, and if there's any noise, it's just me talking to myself.
Sometimes when you're talking
I feel I'm coming in a bit too quick before you finish the
Finish.
sentence, and I'm thinking,
We all do that.
I shouldn't have done
And the
that.
other thing is,
and
I find
I hate
myself
myself for
saying
doing
the words
it.
for you. Say the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people breathing down my neck. No, I don't like anybody breathing down my neck. And it makes the hairs on my back of my neck stand up if I can feel somebody breathing down my neck. Get back.
Drunk people. I hate them. They behave like a gang of wild animals who are not animals. They're loud, they shout, birds fly off. They're singing hip-hop song that doesn't make sense to anybody. And they're wearing these white trainers and walking like orangutans normally, yeah? The hands is forward, they bend, and they're going like...
It's just like if you're driving down the motorway, now they sling bleeding cocaine's out the window at 60 and 70 mile an hour.
Do they?
Yeah, that's happened to me 2 or 3 times in the last couple of months. All of a sudden some practice goes, slings a coke can out the window and it goes bouncing along and goes past your window about 70 mile an hour. And hope as you're driving along that the thing don't bounce on your motor, innit? Because you end up with dents everywhere. You end up with hammer finish. Hammer finish motor.
The best thing you can do is leave traces of poo in the way, because they're actually not looking at all on the ground, they're looking at the girls around them. They step on it, they walk with it, then starting to smell. So they blame each other and they look at the sole of the shoes and that's it. They've been hit by us. And show them that you can be dangerous, but in a smelly way.
This is a funny question. What do you think your most unappealing habit is, both of you?
Energetic.
Unappealing habit.
Unassuming habits.
Unappealing.
I've no.
Sort of nasty habits. If you've got any bad habits.
None.
None.
Oh, no, we haven't any bad
habits. No.
Bad habits. When people say something, I pretend I haven't heard them, so they repeat it again. That's a bad
What
habit.
for?
Just do it.
Dave's got some bad habits. He goes like that with his jaw. Really annoys me. Like,
Oh, Dougie does this? I mean, what good's that? Anybody?
well, I don't know what Dave does. It's as if like his jaw's locked and he has to go.
God.
My habit is, and this
I
has
do
been
that.
explained to me by my children as well.
Yeah, this has been
When I
explained to me
say-
by my children.
When I say a joke, I go on to explain.
What's that?
Somebody's flushed the toilet upstairs.
I have a few bad habits. I tend to scratch a lot, and I also, unknowing to me, I tend to pass wind a lot when I'm in public, but that doesn't really worry me, because you've got to pass wind or you might blow up.
What's that mean?
Bad smells.
Yeah, that's natural, isn't it?
Not that much, isn't natural.
You've got that many bad habits. I don't know if we've got all evening to discuss them.
I don't think I have I? Hey? What bad habits have I got? Pardon you.
Pardon me.
Yeah, you can't not do it, can you? It's not like biting your nails, which you just do.
You don't have to force it so much.
Don't force it, just...
You do. Like that.
It's not true.
I hate spiders and I hate spiders and spiders and yeah, spiders.
As I say, I think we're being used by people. Our tolerance is being used by people for their own ends. I was most annoyed with the election of the last Labour Party. We weren't really bothered about what they did.
Do any of you do any impressions?
I used to do Dame Edna Etheridge.
No.
I did,
no,
but I haven't done it for about
no.
10 years now. Oh, I don't even know if I could do it now. It would probably sound awful. Can you do one?
Only a few.
Only a few. Oh, only a few.
I can do Kenneth Williams.
Go on then.
No, oh no, stop it.
Impressions are sometimes funny because there's like a caricature, exaggerated movement of ourselves. But it depends who does it, you know, maybe 90% of times it's not good. Like when I do impression of someone, it's really bad. Like doing, you know, David Beckham. It's going on like that, you know, it's a kind of geezer from downtown, you know, South London, innit?
No, I'm afraid I can't do an impression of Naomi Campbell.
That one? Just like that, just like that. Just like that.
No, I can't do an impression of Kate Moss either, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Doing her just like that, shall we? Just like that. Or just like that, just like that.
What I hate is when people do that bloody Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro. Talking to me, shut up! You know, it's so overdone, it's unbelievable.
This is Robert De Niro as a New York cop. Give me one donut, 2 coffees. Okay, make that heavy on the mayo. I could do a Scouser.
I think Julia Roberts would be quite an American voice. Holy, how are you today? How are things going? That would be my impression of Julia Roberts.
But I always laugh at the bloody goat. Oh, that sort of thing, yeah. Oh, aye.
Kippers, they're good, and I think they sound like this.
Well, then there's a bloody chicken.
Chicken is one of my best. I don't know why I'm so good at doing it, and I ain't bragging now, but I just am good at doing that chicken noise. And it goes like this. I don't really do animal sounds like that. I got the wife to do all that, see? Hey?
Come on, have a go. Do a goldfish.
A what? Do one of they, I suppose.
As long as you don't think you're kissing me like that, that's another thing going.
It's just the faces you're making when you
Yeah,
do
but
it.
it's very hard not to make a face when you do the chicken impression.
I do a pig.
Come on, pass me a tissue, my nose is curling. Quick.
Flamingo.
A cockatoo.
Cockatoo.
A cockatoo
or
have a cockatoo.
Not
a
me.
cockatoo or a cockatiel.
What's the difference?
A cockatoo.
It's one's a
Animal
man, one's a
Magic.
woman.
What was the guy called?
Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Yeah,
Oh, I used to remember that.
Oh, he was
Johnny
good.
Morris.
Was that the
Well, that was
used
a
to do all
cock-
the impressions.
Was that a cockatoo?
Oh, cockatiel. I don't know what
Cockatoo
the
or
difference is then.
cockatiel?
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo. Wasn't it? It was cockatoo, man. It was a cockatoo. We're going for cockatoo on that one.
Cockatoo.
Yeah, or a cockatiel.
I'll go along that line.
Starling.
Oh, well,
Hey.
you never
Oh,
know.
I nearly said
Distant
starling.
relation. Did you?
No one likes
you?
It's a
Starlings.
cousin twice
I
removed.
don't like starlings.
Nobody likes them.
Do cuckoo. 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 I do one of them. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Can you do a cuckoo? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I never really tried animal sounds, have you? Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Why do people do impressions? Well, perhaps some people got a gift for doing it,
They find it strange to do an impression of somebody, so
and I think
that they can copy it so
the public
well.
think it funny. It's funny, isn't it? That's why.
I think I used to be able to,
because I mean,
like impersonate people. I'm just trying to think who the hell it was because I can't remember.
Try doing that now. As long as it ain't too long. That's not bad actually, that's not bad. But owls don't do that.
Yeah, you go, doesn't he? And then you think, well, what's he? Somebody's trying to send me a signal or something.
It's not a very,
We have
because
a very
everything is
different one.
quiet and I hear that. and
I like the sound of that.
The one you were listening to in Comdare was cuckoosh to,
No, that's not
to the pigeon.
Yeah, over here.
Oh, Frank Spencer.
Benny, I'm having trouble. The cat's just done and whoops is in my beret.
Yeah. We can all do Frank Spencer.
I can do Victor Meldrew as well.
Go on then.
But I haven't done him for a long while.
Go on.
I don't believe it! What the bloody hell do you think this is? God's sake, I don't bloody believe it!
Homosexual Victor Meldrew. Well, he is, isn't he? Is he?
Yeah!
No.
Yes!
I don't believe
The neighbour's going to say them poor things have gone. They've gone round the bend. There'll be an ambulance arriving. It's taking us away.
His impressions are sometimes quite cruel. Don't like it. Just being stupid now. That won't be used on the thing, will it?
As I look down, I can see an empty beer keg standing beside a plastic bucket full of don't know what. And looking out further, a melange of undergrowth and rubbish and rocks and bricks and concrete and shoes, and then in the distance the marvellous vista of the motorway. It's like a dream come true.
What's the neighbourhood like round here, both of you?
Down in the ghetto, that's where the life is so cold.
We don't live in the ghetto. It's an inner city we live in.
It's an urban redevelopment scheme. The council really wants to know.
Urban.
You know what I mean?
Remember, state the word.
This is one of the best neighbourhoods you could live. The way it's handed to the centre of town, also to the local village at Stockton Heath. So I just love living here. I have done since the first day we moved in, especially because of the people who live around here. But that's, forget that bit.
I know it's not mine. It's beyond my wildest dreams because it's really upmarket. And I'm not kidding you, I would never have dreamt in a million years when I was in Newcastle, I would be living in a place like this.
It's
a lot better.
Much nicer. Yeah. Much nicer.
Lot
bigger.
Yeah. A lot
Yeah.
more
Much
room.
more spacious, yeah.
More garden.
Nice to have a garden, yeah.
And dare I say it, more than one loo.
Yes.
My dream house would be like really modern day. There would be an elevator to go upstairs. So my feet get tired of going up to bed. I was just like, I had to keep on climbing it every hour.
That wall there, for about 3 foot up, was running with water when we moved in. And I was a long while trying to work out why.
No. No, what's a stupid question? Damn problem. No, I don't think so.
What do you mean by that, kind sir?
What do you mean, substance? Substance? What's a substance?
Subsidence.
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 Yeah.
Subsidence.
You're lean.
Yeah, I'm lean. Yeah, I've got a leaning problem. Yeah.
No, you mean if... What do you mean, Dad?
Subsidence? We don't get any subsidence here.
Nothing here at all.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. I don't think we get it here.
I mean, some people lay stones on sand, but I don't agree with that. I lay stones on clay, which is what is underneath, and I use the Italian system of ramming it in sideways when it's moist, and then jumping on it. Jumping and jumping and jumping. You can actually cause yourself varicose veins if you do that.
It was built by boys who knew how to build houses in the 1950s, because that's built with brick. See? A lot of these houses you see now, they're just thrown up. This one was built putting one brick on top of the other. I think I'm here permanent now. Absolutely permanent.
I've been here for over 2 years now.
Yes, I've been here about 2 years.
I've been here
I
think I'm longer than you.
Yes.
You would have, yes. I became...
I'm not sure how long I've been.
You were here when I came. I've been here 4 years. Roughly 4 years.
I can't remember.
Enjoyed
I
every minute
think
of
I've
it.
been longer than 2 years, I'm sure of that.
You have been, yes.
Well, it's just nice to know that there's, like, I come here and there's people like Muriel and a few hundred, well, a few.
Yes,
yes,
a few.
And they're all the same. We're all here for the same purpose.
Companionship.
That's it.
Friendship, conversation. We talk about past lives sometimes, future. What we're going to do tonight.
Monday I wait for Thursday, Thursday I wait for Monday.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I know you didn't, but
mine
I
was
do.
I said to one of them, did you have a nice weekend?
But we did say that, I mean, we quite like it, don't we? We did say if we win the lottery, we'd put a swimming pool and we'd be quite happy here, wouldn't we? Like to somewhere sort of like warm in the winter and then come back here in the summer, because I do like it here.
Spain. Yeah, Spain.
Spain.
Algarve in Spain. Algarve.
I don't know, haven't really given it too much thought.
Big Miami would be nice.
I've noticed when you pass people down here and you're smiling to say good morning, you sort of wouldn't do that in Newcastle. In Newcastle, they would think you were soft. I mean, you just didn't do that. People just sort of walk past each other and bump into each other. But down here, it's just nice and friendly and I like it. I mean, it's great.
It's friendly, although we don't mix. No, that ain't the right word. We don't walk in and out of each other's houses, but everybody's friendly, everybody speaks when you see them. No, I can't think of anything I really dislike about it.
Well, you don't know what's round the corner, but I can't be doing with moving again.
Well, the shop's around the corner.
What do you mean, the shop's around the corner?
Well, there's the hairdressers, the shoe shop, the clothes shop,
What's that
and there
got
was a
to-
post office. Well, you said you never know what's round the corner, and I do. I do know what's round the corner.
Yeah, I'm not going to move them all. It's too hard to work for one thing. This is where we are. We'll finish up here. I like it anyway.
What would I say I like about this neighbourhood? The views. I mean, the views are just as sunset to sunrise, sunrise to sunset. Wonderful views. Yeah.
Here comes the rain. Oh dear. I think it'll go. Seems to be.
It'll just be a passing drop.
With the bedroom with a big leak in the roof.
No.
Which we don't know where it's coming from because nobody's bothered to look.
like to call myself lucky. But having your house struck by lightning on the first day when you move in seems to me that ain't such a lucky thing.
Who would win the 100 metres? Obvious.
Yeah. I could win sort of the first 30 metres.
Yeah, right.
No, I could.
No, you couldn't.
And then it'd be you.
No, you couldn't win the first half a metre.
Okay, as you say, Patrick's the one who's much more
You could be wearing
competitive.
running shoes.
That's actually rude.
Whoopsie.
Personally, I find it so much easier to run with somebody than on my own.
It is by far the best form of social.
Oh yeah, I really love it. Wife hates it, I love it.
What about a mile? Who'd win in a mile?
Patrick.
I would win in a mile.
If you didn't get distracted.
If I didn't get distracted.
Yeah.
No.
I think your mind fitness is more important. Mental
mind and body fitness.
Mental fitness is more important than your body fitness.
Running is a mind thing. It is a mind thing.
It is a mind thing.
It's not a case of just putting one foot in front of the other. It is a mind thing. If you haven't got the frame of mind to run that day, that time, that minute, you're only one step away from a walk. And that is it.
That's a good point.
Excuse me, could I interview you on your experience of running?
It's exhausting. I get a bit red and sweaty and hot, very hot. And I find at times I get sort of chafing. That's quite uncomfortable.
When the Jane Fonda workout video has been on, I have actually joined in once or twice, but at my age now I've gone a bit stiff.
We used to go and dive off about 40-foot cliff straight into the sea. It didn't worry us. Now I wouldn't even go within 10 feet of the cliff. But there you are.
Just go back to sports quickly.
Mhm.
Did you ever do sports to impress the opposite sex at all?
No, I wouldn't want to impress the opposite sex with sport because I think they just spoils us.
The first thing really was, when I first started climbing, was to try and impress ladies. And besides that, all the women you do meet down here are basically hairy baboons, you know, they're not my type, unfortunately.
And legs down for power. So hand first, bang. Faster with the hand, Ruth, faster with the hand. But that doesn't mean fast with legs as well. Fast hand first. Watch. Pause and fast hand. That's it.
It's been lots of fun doing this. I enjoy it. Really, really hoping to one day get quite good at this, but I don't know if it'll happen. I'm getting too fat, really. Oh, dear.
When you're getting swing through the air, like you don't know where you're at and you're trying to like find where you are, but he's got complete control of your body. Yeah, that move is really painful on your socket of your shoulder because he really pulls at it, and when you land, it's painful on your.
Okay.
Yeah.
When he lands on the floor, so I still got control of him.
You feel a bit like dizzy afterwards.
I went fly fishing once. I caught a 7-pound blue bottle. I tried it, but I got bored, just sat there waiting for something to happen. Nothing. A bit more. I'd like a bit more activity, like than fishing.
Well, every time you go fishing, you never know what you're going to catch, and every bite you get, it could be something different. I mean, just caught a perch, which is only a little thing. Spiky perch.
Good. A few more. Distance. Pass feet. Keep the distance nicely. Good. Change direction. Good. Holding blades as well. Make sound for power. Low line parry. Step team. Riposte. Cease riposte. Cart riposte. Fast hand. Parry, 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 parry. Nice hit.
We can get to some interesting places doing this. Most people don't get to see these places, but which is good. It gets you away from other people into the great outdoors. Oh, right, okay. It's just a long reach and see if I can get to the top. Ooh. Okay then, see what we can do this time. Oh.
Well, there's been a few times of fish of one where I haven't had any bites all day. For a couple of times I've been you against the fish, basically. But today's been good, which is very unusual because it's been so cold. But obviously they're hungry.
Hands are getting sweaty already. Getting high as well. Oh dear. I hope I'm not gonna... Ooh, foot slip.
Sometimes I'm competitive and sometimes I'm not, but quite a lot I do quite like to be on the side that wins, but if I'm not, I'm just cool with it, sort of thing.
Well, you're getting better.
Yeah, I'm getting better. At the moment, I think I'm cool with losing.
You just describe what move you're going to do and then do it. And then tell me where to, because I don't want to get in the way. So.
Okay, there's well, he's gonna land over there, so be careful. Go back. Extending him. Hold on high. Tight. Okay.
The last game I played with you, you weren't very happy that you lost.
Yeah, and that was quite a long time ago.
Well, you didn't take it well that you'd lost.
I didn't take it that well, but I took it all right.
I'm not getting enough exercise. I used to go swimming, but I've not got the time to do it now. I just can't be bothered. I used to like swimming, but I've packed that in.
The stigmas in most species of Nymphaceae, the stigma, which is the female organ, actually gets warm by 3 to 6 degrees centigrade and emits a smell, a pheromone. And the pheromone attracts the insects, and the insects shush what?
The phone.
But the phone's interrupting me, not me the phone.
Yes, but...
Do you want me to stop?
I heard, through the body odor from others, we realize if we are genetically matching or not. And unfortunately, the way nature works is the odor rather than perfume, you know. So the way it is, I'm sorry, I can't change it, so I smell and I like to smell people as well. If I smell you in the street, don't be offended.
I went to an animal rescue charity in a very deprived part of northwest London. And I took one look at her, and something happened. It was one look, absolutely one look.
I didn't really like him actually, to be honest, at the beginning, because I thought it was a bit of a sort of know-it-all.
Oh
yeah. But the way he ate a sandwich. That was it really, and you could see his stomach. So yeah, that's why I quite liked him first of all.
You've got to be confident and optimistic. If you're pessimistic and always on the back foot, I don't think you get anywhere. So, you know, a bit of the old cockiness, you know, I think they all like a bit of that.
I am sexy all the time.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, which part of you?
Oh, all of me,
exactly?
of course. You know, that's... So I feel like that when I get out in the mornings, I feel very sexy. Most of the times you're not there, but they're not that, you know, can't help that, can you? But do you feel sexy?
No, not particularly.
Well, it is early, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Of course I'm sexy. I can use my voice. I can tell you I love you. I can whisper this on your ear 100 million times and you will scream for more, more and more. I have a great smile, which you will never find anywhere else in this world.
It sounds corny now, but he used to always get the same chat line. I say, you know what it is? You know the best part of your body? It's a bit in between the top of your head and the bottom of your feet. All of you. I say, you're lovely. I said, I've seen some lovely lasses in my time, but I said, but you must have been right ahead of the queue when they were dishing out the good looks. But when I was saying all these things, I had my fingers crossed.
Biggest turn on for me. Lovely bottoms. They must have a nice bottom. I don't know what it is. I'm not too bothered about the front bit, but the bottom bit I do quite like.
I'd never worried about size or shape. I've lived with mongrels for half my life. And suddenly here was I head over heels. In love or what?
It's lovely being in love. It makes you all twinkly and it makes you all happy. And sometimes I can't think straight, do you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking of him.
If you're looking for a disco dancing spring rabbit, then you would find me a bit boring. But if you are the kind of person who likes to sit around and moan a lot, then you could say I'm a very good companion.
No, actually, he's not too bad. He's not that unsavoury a person. I think he's all right.
Thank you.
I'm really intolerant.
I'm not that unsavoury a person.
The thing is with you, your mother did everything for you. And then when you come up to me, you're already bloody useless.
Obey, that's what the vicar
No,
said.
I didn't. When we got married, I did not obey.
Obey.
No, I didn't obey.
Obey.
No.
I have lots of trapped air that has to get out somehow. And that's really bad when you're sleeping with someone. And methane gas is lighter than air, so you end up on the ceiling. And so that's why I choose not to sleep with anybody, and that's why I don't have a partner for a long time. It's all not my fault, it's the methane gas fault.
I've got about, wait, let me count. 19 boys fancy me, but I don't fancy them. I actually fancy Roo and he fancies me because you're pretty, that's why. I'm really gonna get in for that.
I used to be very romantic when I was younger. I think everybody who's younger is very romantic, you know. Fall in love, thinking about the partner, doing different things to them in your head.
Romantic? No, not really.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
I'm not. Don't
You
be
are.
nonsense.
Really.
Nonsense. No, I don't think so.
I think you are. You're very thoughtful. You are.
You never said that before.
Oh, I'm not on Tate then, am I?
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit romantic. I like to
Romanticise.
lavish gifts upon my my wife, and and I do like to treat her to things that I know that she likes.
Trip down Tesco's.
Trip down Tesco's.
Yeah.
She loves all that stuff.
What about me?
Are you romantic?
You tell me.
No, you're not.
Aren't I?
No.
I am.
No, you're not.
You're just saying it now.
No, you're not. No.
I am actually.
I do believe in love at first sight, but I'm not saying it does anyone any good. What happens after that? That's as much as I'm saying.
There you go. We've got 3, you see, but there's one I can never remember her name. She does a lot of riding. I'm trying to think of a flipping name now. What's she called? Well, let's just call her Rosie for today. Yeah, Rosie. Good old Rosie.
Oh! I pulled a muscle.
I hate going to sleep, I do. Just do. I just hate going to sleep. I do. Just hate going to sleep anyway. I do. I don't like going to...
How many hours do you reckon you could stay awake for?
Competitively, 24.
Well, yesterday I can use as an example. I stayed awake for 8.5 hours. I did.
8.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the sleep is very important. For me, it's very important. For me, sleeping is very important. I think it's very important, the sleep, for me.
People think that when you work on nights that you'll automatically go sleep in the daytime because you're so tired. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. Because you're really, like, you come home at 6 in the morning, I'm buzzing, aren't I? I probably could go to about 10, 12. I probably could stay awake all day, actually. But then all of a sudden, bang, it hits you like a wall.
What happens is, if, say, for instance,
It turns into a grumpy old... That's what happens.
What was I going to say then? I had a good one then.
Oh, sorry.
I don't go to bed till late. I couldn't go at 9 like you.
You couldn't?
No.
9:30 and that's it.
Lunchtime?
No.
No.
Normally, I'd have 6 to 7 hours sleep. I think it's advisable to have 7. I know that if you have more than 7 or less than 7, you're likely to die earlier.
If you're tired enough, you'll sleep anywhere. Doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's warm and dry.
That's all you need, really. Slept in fields, stuff like that.
Tunnels.
Under motorway bridges.
Slept in the middle of motorways, actually, a couple of times.
Yeah. It does something queer to folk, doesn't it? I mean, they might be a bit more sparky, and they might be in the mood for love.
I could sleep 12 hours, easy. I could go to bed now and not wake up till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
5. There's the phone ringing.
Right. Hello? Hello? No, I'm sorry, she died ages ago. You need to update your records a bit better. She didn't. There's only the neighbour that moved, but they don't like to.
I heavy breathe at night.
No, man, you snore.
I don't snore.
You've always snored.
No, I don't snore.
You snore.
I don't snore. I don't snore.
You do.
I.
Why are you doing that? I'm telling you, I've heard you snoring, right? And you won't believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you about something like that. You snore, man.
I don't snore.
You do, like a pig.
I've never heard a pig snore.
It's diabolical. I'm not kidding. I'm not being nasty or anything. I'm telling the absolute truth. It wakes me in the night. It did early this morning, round about 4 a.m. And I shook. Well, I didn't shock Jackie. I said, Jackie, turn on your side, because when she's lying on her back, you see, her head will flop back, and she'll go. And I thought, oh,
you're nasty about me.
No, it's not. I'm not being nasty.
I can't help it, can I? Oh,
No.
I can't help it.
And you had your adenoids out.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, and my tonsils, but I can't help it. I've got to lie on my back because I've got a bad back.
If I ever sleep on my back, I have those dreams where it's like you can't move. Really scary dreams, like you're half awake and half asleep, and I really hate that.
You never ever sleep on your back, do you?
Not anymore.
Well, that's...
Well, there is such a thing as nose pegs.
Is there really?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Which we'll have to introduce into this household.
I'll go and sleep in the other room if you want. Or you go and sleep in the other room. Yes, why not?
If you don't get your sleep, don't approach him. Really, don't approach him until he's. It's like seriously, forget about brown grizzly bears, but they don't do damage. Keep low.
What about you when you're tired? You're just like the living dead. You can't talk to Francis comatose. Can't do nothing.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that crazy stuff.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
I'm really tired.
Do you want to go to bed? No, he never goes to bed. It's the middle of the day, Michael.
I just like Mummy telling me it's too early.
In the day life, you hear a little bird tweeting. It sounds really lovely. But if that little bird is tweeting at 11 o'clock when you're trying to go to sleep, you want to kill them. But in the morning, you think, oh, lovely little bird.
For me, that was because it was.
Because I went to bed the other day and that little was like there tweeting in that tree and I want to get him down. There's a whole family in there.
Yeah, you will then decide that it's almost like
Shut up.
Okay, Stephen, have you ever sleep talked?
Well,
How do I know?
How's he going to know if he sleep talks?
You should ask her that question. She.
No, sometimes Stephen's like tossing and turning, and I think he's probably running away from somebody. He's probably doing something that he shouldn't be doing, or he's usually, yeah, he does something. So I don't know what he's doing.
Open the door, Daddy. I'm sleeping. Daddy, let me in. Daddy, let me in. Hey, get out of my bed. You know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock.
Do not make eye contact.
Hay. Lots of hay and cows. Hey.
Do you dream?
Dun ho?
No.
Run home?
No.
Bang ho?
Dream.
Oh, yes, I dream.
Yeah, they're terrible, aren't they?
Oh no, I always dream the same dream and I can never get to the bottom of it.
Better go back to sleep.
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
when this is going over,
It will be finished soon.
I'm really tired.
Then go to sleep.
You can come here.
Well, I need
Come
to
here,
suck
I'll
your thumb.
Yeah, suck your thumb then.
That's all right.
Well, when do you get this microscope off thing?
Get the microphone off now. Know what? You don't have to worry about it. You finished your contribution. You lay down and suck your thumb.
I keep getting up. I do. I'm tired. I should have went to bed. I just hate going to sleep. I do.
I was wondering what you think about communication.
Communication?
It's a difficult one, that, isn't it?
Sorry?
I say that's a difficult one.
I wasn't listening.
No.
No.
Describe communication.
What is communication? Go on. Hey, that's a start, Smash. We do speak the language of it.
You got the easy bit.
Answer the other question again.
I remember the question.
I mean, the only thing that you can say about me is I speak lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots, and sometimes you can see this in the face of the people that are around that I don't let them speak now.
You're Australian, not Australian, I know what a Russian or a French, I don't know what he was, I think. He come from a bloody broad, but he said a job of what he's bloody talking about half of the time, but he could speak a little bit of English, but not a bloody lot.
I just can't imagine that from an UGG we've got, such a
like French, for example. French is very sophisticated,
No,
isn't it?
Well, French isn't actually as sophisticated as Ugg, if you ask me, but there you go. That's my view of the French.
There are people that say that the French, aren't very sophisticated, and there's other people that say they are. But an Ugg, if the French language came from that, it's a bit surprising, really, isn't it?
It would be Oog, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's a thing I'm you guys know where everybody's called man, even a woman. If you're talking to a woman, you're going, "Alright, man." I mean, if I'm talking to my mother, I'd say, "Who, man?" But I mean, that's my mother. My mother's not a man. But so doing here, I've said it a couple of times, and it just slipped out. I'll say, if it's a woman or somebody pushes in, they say, "Who, man? Who are you pushing?" Say, "I'm not a woman. I'm a man." I say, "Now you're a woman, man."
Urban is the new language. Look at bling. Who's saying bling now? Everybody. Bling.
It's not just about the language, though. There's body language, isn't there? Which is
There is body language, I suppose, which is universal.
And I can tell by looking at you right now that you're looking a little bit edgy, a little bit nervous. And even though I speak the same language as you, I didn't need to know that in order to tell that.
Would you agree that 80% of communication is non-verbal?
Just thinking about that one.
Well, you were looking at me then and communicating. You were frowning a little bit, so you were communicating, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
And I read your face to say that...
Yeah, I guess you could say, 80% is non-verbal.
Yeah. Well, it's 100%, isn't it, if you're a North Sea diver mending oil rigs?
I'm not biting.
As far as communication goes when we're working sheep, it can either be vocal or whistle. So, to go left, and it goes round to the right, and that turns the sheep to the left. And that's how it works. It's communication between three different animals.
That's a cuckoo. That's a cuckoo that you can call a cuckoo in with that. That does that call twice, and then you have to wait, and the cuckoo that will reply back to you, and then you do it again twice, and that will bring the cuckoo all the way as close as you want. That you can call them in, and then of course you shoot them.
You know when a donkey's unhappy. If a donkey's bad-tempered, it will lay its ears right down like that. Bad-tempered. When they're happy, their ears are usually up or slightly forward like that. But if they're laid right down like that and they're swishing their tail like she is now, that's showing aggression. But their ears have got to be down right flat on their body to show aggression. But normally they're straight up again, like hers, look. They're straight up. Or just flopped out to the side. Like that, they'll flop them out to the side. You think they're up, but then they'll flop them out. But they're all up, pricked up, looking happy, like that. But that's the only thing, you've got to watch a donkey when she lays her ears right down like that.
Don't whisper things. Don't defeat the object.
Do you have communication issues between you?
No. We just don't talk.
It's all about knowing.
I tend to be quiet, don't I? I don't do much or say much if I'm...
Or you go, if you're angry, Wayne, you go, You always know, and I say to Paul, oh, Wayne's got a grumpy on.
On your nose, look, see? Oh, that was a good one, wasn't it?
I always thought they were being aggressive.
No, that's showing affection. Now somebody should put your hand in her mouth, look.
I make noises usually in the place of words.
What kind?
You make up loads of
just
baby talk.
Yeah, in the middle of things and things like that. But you understand, don't you, Bab?
And you say things like, I banged my knee.
Alright.
I wouldn't recommend everybody to do it, but no, you put your hand in your mouth. Yeah, show her your tongue. Let's see your tongue, come on. Show me your tongue, I want to see your tongue. There he is, look, I got him. Come on, I want to see your tongue. There you go, there's your tongue.
They don't mind you doing that?
No, I wouldn't reckon, I wouldn't say you do it, but no, they just trust me, you see, that's what it is.
When you need communication, I mean, it doesn't matter that you don't speak the language or you don't speak because you are blind or you don't hear. I mean, it's something you need to live. You need to communicate. You need to communicate with someone. Something you need. Always there's something you need, or something someone needs and needs to communicate with you. So it's something really, it's really important. The communication is something.
You have to be positive. You have to talk. You must love one another. You must understand. You must communicate. You must read books.
Yeah, for real, man. And we out. Peace.
Yeah.
Shut up, Brian. Okay.
Yeah, well, I've been like that. I've been cut like that. Some people cut me like that. And you know, why are you speaking to Benny Fast? And didn't saw you talking too loud today. I can't hear what you've been talking about. Then you've got the trouble. You should turn around and you must be bloody deaf then.
How often do you get out and about in the grounds?
There was a time when I was a young man that I used to regularly go for long walks around, but I don't often go in without somebody telling me which way to go.
From here you go out in front of the house, up towards Park Hill, possibly where you came in. Did you come down the hill? You probably came down the hill. But instead of going up the hill, you turn left through the no entry, so you're going up the no entry the wrong way. Go up to the safari office. Just say to the person in the safari office, you know, you're going up to see them, and they'll send you up. Either you'll go up the back road round, or you'll go in the same way as the public, and whoever's on, you know, whoever you want to talk to will be there.
I've been here just over a year now in the safari park.
Have you always been into animals and stuff?
Yes, I lived in a game reserve for about 14 years before I moved to England. So you get used to the animals around you.
I have been living here a while, so actually I find that it's quite similar in the way that there are a lot of foreign people and the people are really friendly. So obviously I find this place nice to stay here.
I do like Catherine, the zebra, Katie rather. She looks like she's like the zebra equivalent of like a tennis ball that your dog's had for years, and he's bitten all like the fluff away, and you've just got that like hard black rubber under surface with a couple of patches of what used to be the outside of the ball. She's so old now, bless her, she's losing her stripes.
I'm very, what's the word? What's the word, Jeff, when women sort of are frightened of me? What do you call it? What's it called? Come on. Oi! Yes, you said to me, English women don't like me because I'm what? Too much of a threat. Too much of a threat. I give out sexual appeal.
The hippos don't do anything. 22 hours a day of sleep and 2 hours of eating. That's about it. They are so bone idle.
No. I kind of suck up to the boss, so I ain't got to do any work. I just get to sit out back doing nothing all day.
Oh, my daily routine, right? I get up at about 7 o'clock and I'm usually in work by about 8, and that's quite good because it's quite quiet between 8 and 9. And then I run around for about 12 hours and then come home again.
You'll end up having a laugh all day because of the fact if you didn't, you'd end up crying. But yeah, it's cold, muddy in the winter, but of the summer, obviously, you know, your muscles are big. You feel a bit sure of yourself, like the old sun comes out, everyone's a poser, and yeah, you know, and it's have a laugh, and then home, sleep, and that's it. That's it really, it's just, yeah, good.
Do you get lots of problems with the monkeys, putting cars to pieces?
It depends on what mood the monkeys are in. I mean, if it's really hot weather, then you favour if you see any monkeys doing much damage.
Or the windscreen wipers off and things like that.
But it depends on what mood the monkeys are in completely to what damage they do.
The Volkswagen was the make that came to pieces the easiest. And the old Triumph Acclaim, if you had one of those, when it went out, there wasn't a lot left on it afterwards.
I think sort of the great apes are capable of thinking it up to a point, but they can't follow a chain of thought very far. The concept that
male monkeys like red coloured cars because female bottoms are red when they're in season. They sort of shine a bit more.
Blanky check pen, here we go.
What's the matter?
Sophie's eating a mouse.
We don't really get involved with the food side of things. We don't actually eat here as such. You know, we've obviously got our own home life. We go home obviously to sleep when we've got to sleep. Specific sort of. Hello. All right. Have a cup of tea. That's right. Yeah. Come to the back door. Somebody will meet you there. Okay.
Well, I once set something that had fallen down in the, or been knocked down, I don't know quite how it came to my plate, in the safari park. And that was an antelope of some kind and had a special name, but I can't really remember what it was. And that, I think, we all had a portion of it somewhere around the estate.
You can guarantee someone will come up to the fence, won't they, and go, "What type of animal's that?" and think it's really, really, really funny. They do, though, don't they?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a monkey? Maybe I just look weird.
Maybe you do.
Right, yeah.
No, it does happen, yes.
It's when they stop whistling and looking that you start worrying, you know. Your face.
We should have started this early, you know. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
Please don't look at me like that.
I'm not looking. How do you cope? I'm so sorry. How do you cope?
Look at you making me laugh.
I'm not. It's you.
No, sorry, I employ artists to do all the...
I'm hoping to get a working permit to stay working in the safari park, but unfortunately I don't know yet, so it's going to take about another 6 months for me to find out.
Oh no, I'll definitely stay here. It's just easy work. Yeah, I'll stay for quite a while, I think. Can't really be bothered to do anything else.
This summer is going to be the last summer I'm going to be here. I've been here a while, and really, I haven't traveled as much as I would like.
Usually got a truck whizzing by so you can jump in that.
We went to Bath yesterday. I think it's just an amazing place.
Do you know how old I am? What do you think? I won't be cross, I promise.
I can't speak.
Oh, come on. Mouth it. Next.
Is that the way out?
No idea.
We were following you.
No, we're trying to find a way in. We know where the way out is.
You don't know the way out.
This isn't the way out, though, is it?
I always insist on wearing my hat from my crackerdom.
I hate wearing my hat from my Christmas cracker. It really annoys me.
Yeah, but I make you wear it.
You don't.
But I want you to wear it this year, please.
I'm not wearing it.
Well,
Just annoys me. It gets me hot, flustered, and as I'm eating, I can hear a rustle in my ears.
Russell?
Yeah, I can hear
We don't have a Russell in our family.
The paper on the hat.
Do you? Well, what if I made like a woolen Christmas hat that doesn't rustle? Would you wear that?
Thank you.
Would you not?
There are things about Christmas, about midnight mass on Christmas Eve that I find unbearably emotional. There are Christmas carols or things that one hears traditionally at Christmas, and I tend not to hear these anymore. Try to avoid hearing them because I find them painful. I'm too easily touched.
9 to 12 is good. 12 birds are calling. How does the first line go? The first year Christmas, my true love said to me, and a partridge in a pear tree. No, I can't remember that song.
On the 12th day of Christmas. Oh no, on the first. That's a good start, isn't it?
Straight into the end.
Oh, hang on, no, it just started with 12. Count down, isn't it?
The first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree.
A partridge in a pear tree, what do you think that's symbolic of?
I don't know, do I?
What, partridge, it's in a pear tree.
No idea. I mean, look at state of it. 5 gold rings.
No, just a minute.
Ladies dancing, Lord
No.
sleeping.
No.
A
You're
partridge in a pear tree. I've no idea.
You're leaping ahead.
I don't know.
A partridge in a pear tree makes me think about good target practice as you're trying to knock the partridge out of the pear tree. That's what it conjures.
Why would somebody want a partridge in a pear tree? A partridge in a pear tree? That's where partridge live, in it. In a pear tree? Do you know where Do you know where partridge live? No. Shut up then. You have to take the man's word for it. Whatever.
Let's say your Christmas, my true love give to me a part. Oh God.
Christmas. It's good because it's a long holiday. I don't have to worry about things for a few days. Or rather, I can worry about something different, like meeting my family.
Well, in my family, the habits are probably much the same as most families at Christmas, and they involve the large belly habit, followed by the large tumbler of alcoholic beverage habit, followed by the huge argument habit, followed by the early bed habit and the indigestion habit, and then the oh God, we've got to be here for another 4 days habit, and why did you buy me all this crap habit.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
The doves.
I don't know what that's got to do with it, man.
Doves are supposed to be 2 doves who take one, and it's supposed to bring you good luck when the 2 doves come together and all that. I mean, you've seen stories on the telly about it. Yeah, that's supposed to be true. If you're a dove, it's supposed to be good luck. That's what they reckon.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Sorry, I had to cut it.
2 turtle doves. Some type of weird genetic experiment. I don't know. A dove and a turtle mixed together in some laboratory. I don't know.
See, 2 doves makes me think of target practice as well. I hadn't realised that I was so psychopathic, really. 2 doves conjures image of peace over Christmas. 2 white doves sitting in a tree. That's lovely, isn't it?
On the third day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. 3 French hens. Well, they're just hens that are French, aren't they, really?
Well, but I don't see the relevance.
That wouldn't be so good, 3 elephants, would it?
I said relevance, not elephants.
Oh, right.
What do you think French hens are? Do you have any idea at all? Whatever.
3 French hens. Are they in the tree?
La patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, les tanglars sanglants élevés.
Yes. Well, they've flown from France a long way. They're not the 3 wise men.
No.
Or they might be.
I don't know. Sorry? You know, it's difficult to know, isn't it?
Oh.
How did the 3 wise men know that the North Star was going to lead them to something special? Well, no, the North Star is there, isn't it?
It's there.
It's there.
But go and find it. Go and
follow
find
it.
Find
Where's it going to take you?
The 3 kings brought gifts to the baby Jesus. Yeah, frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Yeah. Not PlayStation, iPod, and I don't know. I can't think of a third one.
What are the 3 kings? I don't know.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree, with lots of roast potatoes.
Now, if you opened the door and there was 4 birds calling, you'd say, who sent you?
Yeah, I mean...
I ain't got a clue really what that's all about, that song.
And they'd say, well, your true love sent us round. We're just calling. See if you're okay. Everything's alright at Christmas. Do you need anything?
I mean, we never took the time out to look at it. I mean, that's the trouble with life, isn't it? There's so much to do, and there's so much to know.
Do you want anything? So, that's what that's about. 4 birds calling.
And the thing is, I mean, even these people that know everything, there's so much more they don't.
When you
even
get
know.
higher up in the song, it's like going sort of, you know, so many drummers drumming and things like that. I mean, what's that all about?
I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it?
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 golden rings, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
It's also, I think Christmas is for children.
My fishing?
Children.
We go to sleep for Father Christmas, bring some punch, and he gets hungry, and we leave a snack for him. Dough, and some biscuits, and some milk. That's all. So, I'm tired.
Did you not sleep very much last night?
No.
I love everything about Christmas. I love all the Christmas decorations.
It's just so sparkly and twinkly and lovely.
It's really relaxing. It is. It's lovely, actually.
You know, like the reindeer with its legs going and everything.
I love them. Kids love it, man. It's lovely.
Why do we have a Christmas tree?
Why are you talking about Christmas trees?
Yes.
Well, Norway were the first to start it, weren't they? Norway, that's where the Christmas trees come from originally.
Have you just made that up?
No.
Yes.
Just made
Yes, he has the little devil. Well, it's nothing to do with it. It'll have some religious meaning also.
Well,
of course it will.
It was Saint
And we ought to be
Nicholas.
ashamed of ourselves because we don't know.
Nicholas.
There was that Santa. Well, Santa as well. Santa comes.
Who's Santa? No, that's Nicholas.
So, you want me to sing? Right. Okay, you're recording.
Send a partridge
about the 12 Days of Christmas?
Oh, yes.
Do you know that?
Yes. Do you want me to sing it all? It'll take me forever.
So I get a little sniffly.
You come to interview me and you're allergic to dogs. No wonder you're feeling a bit sniffly. Oh dear, so funny.
12 Days of Christmas. I know it, but I don't know the words. No.
It's on the 5th day of Christmas. My true love gave to me 5 golden rings. Calling birds, 3 French hens.
2 turtle doves.
No. We're on French hens now.
2 French hens. And
3 French hens.
3, is it?
Yeah.
3 French
3
hens.
French hens.
And
2 turtle doves.
and a partridge
in a pear tree.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese a-laying.
What's all that about?
Well, what they do, because they're not mammals, they lay eggs.
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens. I don't remember anymore.
6.
6 made singing. I think I might have made that one up. 6.
I know there are lords of leaping somewhere. But I don't know.
7 lots of leaping.
6 geese are laying. We're just laying. We're
Yeah,
geese
man, just
and
hang
we're
in it.
Laying.
Yeah, man.
We
just-
are geese and we are just laying. 'Cause we're just laying.
You dig?
Yeah.
On the 5th day of Christmas, 4 calling birds, 2 French hens, 3... Oh, God, I missed it again. Thought I was getting a bit better, they're going down.
Because we always sing out of tune. If you're a foreigner listening to our song, it sounds out of tune, but it's not really. We are quarter pitch.
Are you sure?
Yeah! On the 10 days of Christmas, la 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 la. Geese are laughing.
1 brace of rabbits.
4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love said to me, 7 swans milking.
7 swans are swimming. As swans do.
Yeah, swimming, that's the thing. Unless it's ice.
That must refer back to the sort of gamey type of thing, bearing in mind it's only royalty that are officially allowed to eat swans. Broiled swans.
I don't know if I've ever listened to the Queen give the Christmas message, but I presume she speaks in a silly voice and says a load of old guff.
This Christmas was awful, but next one will be better. I don't know, I'm doing German accent. I'm so bad at doing an impression of Her Holiness. But is it legal? Because I might get deported doing this, you know?
Enjoy your frozen food and your boring Christmas television, and think of us, sharing little tales of Christmas cheer. I hope you all have a lovely year, and, the end.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 maids milking.
8 maids milking out in the meadow.
Some women in white tops and hay. Hay, lots of hay and cows. And more cows and maids.
Others.
Milking. Others. Ah, get my gun. Nurse, where's my tablet?
The 8 maids or the 6 maids milking, I think that's milking cows, like to feed.
Well, it's got to be, innit? What else
Yeah.
milk? Goats, I suppose.
Baby. Milking their babies.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be milking the baby, would you?
No, but milking themselves.
Milking mummy.
It's a long song.
7 swans a singing, nearly 5 golden rings.
4 calling birds,
swans are leaping.
On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing, 2 geese are laying 5 gold rings on a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves,
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipers piping.
That would annoy you, wouldn't it?
Eleven maids are dancing, 5 pipe down, 10 drum to 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I don't know the words because that was one of the posh songs when I was a kid. Geordies didn't sing them sort of songs.
It's a nice song, and it always takes you right into Christmas, doesn't it, really? Do you like it? Or... Yeah.
Maybe there is something magic about it that I'll rediscover when I get older, or when I'm slightly different. I always complain about Christmas, but I guess maybe I like it a bit.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Ooh. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 lords a leaping,
11 pipers piping,
10 drummers drumming,
5 ladies dancing,
8 maids are milking,
2 French hens,
6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings,
4 collie birds, 3 French hens,
2 pigeons.
We know it now, but we can't sing it.
I know bits of it, I just can't.
Can't put the
I
words
couldn't put the whole
together.
song together.
12 days, is it like the 12th night? Is that what it means? What's all that? It's like...
I don't want to go through all that analysing it.
I know it's late, but I think we need to bottom this
You
one.
can bog off, I'm not doing it.
We need to analyse it to the nth degree.
Change the subject, please.
4 calling birds. No, hold on.
Where are we going now? From the top? Hey?
I think a nice peaceful Christmas for everybody.
Nice peaceful Christmas, yes, I think we'll have a nice peaceful Christmas.
Yes, I think so.
My Christmas message to the world is love your family, love your friends, love your animals, and love life to the full, because life is so exciting and so enjoyable, and the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Life's just so fantastic.
My Christmas message would be stop shopping.
My Christmas message to the world is speak to each other, talk, communicate. It's good to talk. It's great to have a conversation. If you talk more, I think there won't be so many problems. And let's share the wealth. We all live on the same planet. We're all the same people.
Love each other. Bling!
Don't worry, it's only going to be for a week or so, and then you can forget all about it till next year.
That song before the 12 days of Christmas, I find it really irritating. The words are daft, 5 gold rings and all that.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Happy Christmas.
I don't think so very sincere, did it?
Well, it was.
Happy Christmas and enjoy yourselves, and don't forget the true meaning of Christmas.
No. Just thinking about partridges.
Well, stop thinking about partridges.
Is it in danger as a species?
Can you be quiet now, please?
Is it edible? On the first day.